This dish will forever change the way you see tofu. People wave off tofu as a meat substitute, but it's so much more. Today, it's the perfect canvas for my dad's
蒸釀豆腐
steamed stuffed tofu. From its juicy handmade filling to its succulent sauce, this dish is the stuff of legends. First, we're going to learn the secrets for the perfect filling, the old-fashioned way. Our filling will be made with fish and shrimp, so we'll peel our shrimp first.
我啲買翻嚟已經開好晒，冇蝦腸噶啦。搣蝦咧好容易嘅啫，喺個蝦尾嗰度搣開佢，連個尾出就嚟。呢度咧就係咁勾開佢得啦，係個背脊咁咪乾淨咯。蝦就搣到晒啦，俾水沖佢，攣乾水佢先至再起膠殼。
Now for the fish part of the filling.
將啲魚肉同啲蝦肉整肉餅咁上下，用啲廚房紙索乾下佢先。然之後咧開始嚟切肉咯。呢度兩條肉係8個安士咁上下，再撈埋10個安士嘅蝦肉咁上下，多啲少啲冇所謂嘅喎。首先切薄佢嗱。
We're actually using the same filling that my dad made for our Chinese stuffed peppers recipe. For a more comprehensive look at making the filling, check out the first 2 minutes of that video. We also detail all the steps in our blog post at madewithlao.com. As a summary, we'll chop and smash the fish a few times, then do the same for our shrimp. We'll then mix both together and make sure it's well blended. If you want to save some time and energy, my dad recommends using a food processor to blend the fish and shrimp. When the filling is a sticky paste, we can marinate it.
俾啲味同你生粉撈佢嚇。
For the marinade for the paste, we'll use 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of white pepper, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and 2 tablespoons of water.
攪勻佢呵。
After mixing the marinade, we'll pour it into our filling.
而家咧就開咗啲生粉水落去啦，撈嗰啲魚肉同嗰啲蝦肉啦，一定攪到佢起膠為止嗱，攪佢。你話齋用機攪咧就仲快脆，都係咁攪啫，不過我就用手攪啫嘛。攪越攪得多，佢會起膠，會脆爽口啲、韌啲。通常咧餐館大嘅餐館咧就一個大嘅盤咁打佢，咁打佢就會起膠噶啦。
And then how do you ensure the meat is tender and juicy?
凡係呢啲嘢你要落啲生粉水去攪呢個肉啊嘛，咁先要滑有汁啊嘛。你冇水撈嚿肉，佢就永遠都係硬嘅。好靚，而家好靚。好啦，我而家就落啲麻油上去。
We'll add about a tablespoon of sesame oil, then mix it in well.
俾咗麻油要撈均勻嘅。OK， 搞掂。我就將呢擺入雪櫃，將佢擺入雪櫃咧，凍一凍佢，仲更加靚嚇。唔需要好耐啊！你整好晒啲嘢咪可以用得咯，切好晒嗰啲咪可以用得噶啦。
Of course, to skip these steps entirely, you can just buy fish paste or shrimp paste from your local Asian grocery store. Certain types will need to be marinated, while others are pre-marinated. We'd recommend cooking a small spoonful of the paste and tasting it to see what seasoning it needs, if any. With the filling ready, we'll prepare the yummy base for it to sit on, the tofu.
豆腐呢個係滑豆腐嚟嘅。
First, we'll drain the water from the tofu.
嗱，而家咪放掉啲水嘅咯，搭豆腐有水噶嘛嚇。
Then we'll remove the tofu from the package so we can cut it.
去切豆腐，呢度都可以。
First, cut it in half lengthwise.
呢度咧切嚿先。
Then cut horizontally into 5 equal parts.
呢度再翻開佢，呢度再翻開佢。
That'll get us 10 pieces of tofu.
嗱，擺落嚟。
Now we'll put all of our tofu into a heat-resistant serving plate.
啱啱好10嚿擺好晒，多嚿都唔得啊仔。
係咪一定要用滑豆腐？
係好食啲。如果你係煎一炸啦，嗰啲就用硬豆腐好啲。好嫩嗰啲就唔好啦，就容易爛咗啦。最好我就最中意呢隻。
Tofu selection is key. We always match the firmness with the cooking method. Since we're steaming this, which is a gentle form of cooking, we can use softer tofu. For more abrasive methods like braising, pan frying, or deep frying, we would need firmer tofu to ensure it doesn't fall apart.
咁之後咧，用啲廚房紙斬咗乾佢。咁好處咧，就等佢乾身啲，容易黐啲嗬。
We'll dry the tops of our tofu with a paper towel, then sprinkle on a little bit of salt.
少少鹽，少少咁灑上就得㗎啦，等佢增加佢啲味。
After that, we'll add some cornstarch.
擺啲生粉上去，佢嘅作用咧就係令嚿肉能夠黐得好啲。嗱，
We'll sprinkle just a bit on each piece to help the filling stick.
好啦，咁就夠啦。而家就攞埋啲肉出嚟，讓上去面上。
With our tofu prepared, let's grab the filling from the fridge and start placing it onto the tofu.
冇所謂嘅，你中意睇下你嘅料有幾多咯，咁都亦都冇乜問題。你撳扁佢，求其擺上都得㗎啦。
We'll put roughly a tablespoon or so of filling onto each piece of tofu and press down gently. For this version, we're not technically stuffing the tofu, but just letting the filling sit on top and sticking to it.
你想佢乾嗰啲嘅面咧，又好容易啫，或者少少油落去，撳一撳佢得㗎啦。
We'll put a dash of oil onto each piece for a shinier final result.
咁樣撳一撳佢咧，佢咪滑一滑啦，係嘛？順德人咪搣一搣咯。提供告成啦。
With our tofu and filling ready, let's create the tasty sauce that'll complete this dish.
呢個蒸釀豆腐就準備好晒，而家就教埋個sauce先嚇。個sauce要用咩咧？蠔油1個湯匙，魚露1個湯匙，糖1個茶匙，水4個湯匙，多啲唔緊要。生飯咧1個茶匙，係咁多嘢啦。
Now, we'll mix it a bit and set it aside for later. With our sauce prepared, we're finally ready to steam.
準備好晒，而家開始蒸呢個蒸釀豆腐啦。開火開到最猛火，滾水擺落去。
In a large wok, my dad added hot water up to the bottom of a steamer rack. Once the water boils, we'll add our plate with the tofu.
擺佢落去嗱，蒸釀豆腐。
We'll close the lid and let it steam on high for 8 to 10 minutes. According to legend, stuffed tofu was born out of a fight. Two loud, stubborn friends were bickering about what to eat at a restaurant. Unfortunately, they were polar opposites. One was craving meat, and the other demanded tofu. Neither of them would compromise, and the argument was getting heated. Something had to be done to keep the peace. The chef, with a flash of brilliance, married their desires by stuffing meat into tofu. In the process, he created a dish that kept the friendship from falling apart and changed the course of history forever. Whether or not this story is true, this dish has since spread and evolved across China and beyond. The Hakka people created perhaps the most well-known version of stuffed tofu, originally featuring a meat-based filling. As they migrated towards the southern coasts of China and beyond, they started incorporating seafood, like fish paste and shrimp, into the filling. My dad's version of stuffed tofu is a common Cantonese-style adaptation, opting for soft tofu and steaming, a healthier alternative to the fried versions. While the tofu steams, my dad will prepare the garnish. We'll dice up 2 pieces of green onion.
好味，好睇。
Now, after just 8 minutes of steaming on high, we can uncover the wok.
得啦，蒸釀豆腐，你想佢知道佢熟唔熟，睇佢顏色就知道㗎啦。再唔再嘅，你俾個筷子篤篤佢，呢嚿肉咧已經實㗎啦。如果佢唔熟咧，一度佢會軟嘅；如果佢熟嘅咧，佢就會硬嘅。好啦，熟咗，俾上葱花。
We'll sprinkle on some green onions.
閂火。
Now we can turn off the heat. I also wanted to make a special shout out to thank all of our wonderful Patreon supporters for helping bring this video to life. If you enjoy our videos and are interested in supporting us directly, head on over to patreon.com/madewithlau to learn more. With the tofu steam, my dad will show you how he cooks the sauce we mixed earlier.
你如果話佢蒸熟咗，再教sauce。
For convenience, my dad just uses another wok here, but feel free to wash and dry the same wok you used for steaming. We'll heat the wok on high, then add a tablespoon of oil. Now we'll thoroughly mix the sauce from earlier and add it to the wok.
呢個就係蠔油圈，嗱，蠔油圈嚟嘅。
What are some other sauces you can pair this with?
通常呢個菜都係有蠔油sauce多嘅啫，酸甜辣嘅sauce又得，隨你啫嘛，你喜歡用咩咪咩咯。
We'll mix the sauce around and make sure it's not too hot.
猛火咧就係啦，已經夠滾啦嘛。呢個係蠔油圈嚟嘅。如果你係覺得佢稀得滯，咁咪加啲粉；如果你覺得佢係結得滯，咁咪加啲水上去咯，係嘛？呢個好正常嘅。
My dad adds water here because he thinks the sauce is too thick, but that is down to preference.
嗱，咁你讓佢當結得少少嘅，所以我而家當炸少少水上嚟，咁佢就因為佢凍咗，佢仲會結㗎嘛。OK， 咁就啱啦。加多幾多水啊？加多2個湯匙水，加多少少油上去，1個茶匙，即係等佢滑啲、靚啲。好啦，搞掂。
Then we'll scoop the sauce into a bowl for serving.
咁樣稀就啱啦。
If you're serving immediately, you can also drizzle some of the sauce onto the stuffed tofu right away, but again, that's down to preference.
睇看蒸釀豆腐做好咗啦，希望大家中意。紅堆吃飯咯，吃牛腐喎。
Cheers, Jamie.
Oh,
Wow.
eating home dosa, just like that.
Wow.
wow.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right.